Hello, Pisces. I believe it's Pisces, ain't it? It's a Lulu. And today I'm going to do your spiritual conversation. Thank you. This is for Les Fish and Company, all right? And anyone else who is joining in to add some tool that they may need to their Ashe toolbox. Now then, let me stop doing that because I don't know if y'all can hear all that. Now then, thank you for your likes, shares, subscribes, and comments. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for your love and support. Port. Okay, don't start dancing. It's late 30. I'm letting you know now. Okay? And it shouldn't be too much going on because I've been able to maintain control of any wild shit that might come through. Now then, any information that you need is in my description box. Of course, we go live daily on Instagram and Facebook, just in case you are on either of those platforms. All right, let's get into it. It feels good, too. What do you have for my beautiful Pisceans? Seraphim's Gateway, Voice Activation, Angelic Attunement, and Divine Support. I really like it. All right, so that's going to be your overview. That's what's going to be crowning you overall in this reading. All right. That has a lot to do with you getting more in touch with your star player, because your star player will not lead you astray. Your star player will nudge you, and your guides and your ancestors and just your spirit team overall will nudge you in the direction that is best fitted for your purpose. Now, you have free will, so you can go whichever way you want to. Some of you may have not been able to use your voice the way that you are designed to for quite some time. You didn't understand why. Well, that is why, because it was under massive attunement. Okay, so we got Five of Swords and the Seven of Cups. So you may have been confused. You may have even been looking into different reasons why you haven't been able to use your voice or be able to stand on your 10 when it comes to speaking your truth. When to speak your truth, and how maybe people were taking what you were saying wrong for some time or what have you, and it put you in a maze, right? A maze of confusion. How do I get out of this? Blah, blah, blah. Well, you go through this Seraphim's Gateway. And Seraphim are the of the highest order, okay? I don't know who higher than them. I don't know, okay? Because we got a lot of universes, all right? But this is a voice activation. And so some of you, you may move back into your feminine voice, if that makes sense to some of you. It's more softer, it's more pleasant, it's more sensual, it's more alluring, yay. For the masculines, or the men, let's say men. And for the men, you may have been in a space where you didn't want to speak up to your woman. And you figured out what you need to do, okay? You've been praying. Because you do have a lot of men who are more sensitive to the spiritual realm than their partners. And I think that a lot of men need to get in tune with what that is and how that works. That means that you are more in tune with your feminine side, your receptive side, right? And you may know, like, maybe you grew some boobs over the summer or something like that, or maybe you got a spare tire around your waist that came out of nowhere because you were holding a lot in. There was a lot that you needed to say. What do you have here for these beautiful Pisces folks, please? The source. Y'all are connected, man. All right. So y'all may be receiving so much information on what it is that you need to do and how you need to do it. A lot of things are being burnt away from you. Some of you have a strong barrier of protection, whether you are willing to admit that to yourself or not here. But I also feel with this, like some of you have faced some things in the eye of the storm. That's what that looked like to me. Just being in the eye of the storm and still being able to be optimistic about what is to come. Many of you may even be connected to energies that are just as strong as you are. And maybe this is what you are being guided to or pulled into at this time. There may be a gathering of sorts of people who share the same type of energy that you possess, you see. So it's like it's burning away all the fake stuff and allowing for you to see what is truly connected to you and how it is connected to you. What do you have here? Something is really being cleansed. That thing came out again. Okay. Silence and projections. All right. So now that you've gone through this angelic attunement, right? And they put you in this space of silence, right? Some of you may be coming out of the dark night of the soul and realizing how to use your voice and when to use your voice, which it's not about just words. But when you get that attunement here, the words that you say, the things that you hum, it's just it's in you. Okay, it's not necessarily the voice box itself, but overall it's just in you. It's natural. It's an elevation or ascension of sorts that you went through that allowed for you to just be one with the one, and also to be able to listen. So they put you in a space of solitude, sort of, kind of, but not really, because you may have even been at work and not really having much to say to anybody, or you were just stopped in your tracks. Something just grabbed a hold of you, and it's just like, no, don't do it, don't do it. You're not who you were when it comes to saying things, because when the heart is connected with the throat, you are able to speak more authentically. But maybe you are realizing how to utilize this energy. How do you work with this energy? Maybe some of you are even beginning to howl here. I said what I said. All right. Now, with this projections card, which is the Seven of Cups card, you having to face the truth in certain situations. There may be, with that burning away energy, you facing the facts and facing your what it is that you truly feel when it comes to the things that you say, or what others say, or how people take the things that you say, and you're really maybe taking a deeper look at yourself before moving forward. So let's begin to clarify. What is the Source card? The Magician. All right, so this is a new life cycle for you. This is a new way of doing things. This is a lot of improvement. So maybe you've been working on your self-discipline overall, and this was part of that, a huge part of your self-discipline. But with this Magician card coming in here, there may even be a gift that was unlocked to you with how you are supposed to move forward in this next era, right? Some of you may be in a space where you're either 25, 35, 40, something like that, okay? Clarify this Magician card. This is the beginning of a new way to utilize what it is that you have, and you're planting that seed. You're making things work. You're seeing what it is that needs to happen. I also feel as though by you doing the work, something is being brought into the forefront of your awareness when it comes to how you heal, how you help to heal others. But overall, this has a lot to do with maybe someone betrayed you or did something to you. That's the Empress and the Three of Hearts. I mean, the three. Sir, the Three of Swords here. You may have been indecisive about how to work with things, and you have some type of angelic help with healing here from being backstabbed, betrayed. Some of you may have even fell on a sword, fell on something that had to do with communicating with others. You fell into some type of trap, possibly. And then you got the Seven of Cups again, so you have to choose wisely in this next space in your journey. Eight of Wands and Judgment. This is inevitable. Whatever this is inevitable. Whatever this is, right? And so I really do feel that there is something here that is being, that is getting you are getting geared up for, right? It's not going to make sense today, but it'll make sense tomorrow. I also, like, some of you may be shopping or going and looking at antiques or what have you. There's going to be a nice find, a beautiful find, a very lucrative find at some antique shop. But I also feel that there is something here. People want to argue with you, possibly. You may receive a lot of messages or what have you. You're going to have to make a choice on what it is that you want to do. Are people projecting, or are they just letting you know something in a way that they haven't made it to the space where you are with this voice activation, with this angelic attunement, as well as this divine support? But overall, with this Judgment card here, I feel like there's a number of people that are going to be standing by your side. There's a number of people that are going to be letting you know that the choice that you are making, the Emperor and the Two of Pentacles, the choice that you decide to make is going to be very beneficial to you. It's going to work out. Just go ahead and walk away from it. Don't allow it to cause you any type of stress. Don't allow yourself to go back into a space where you have to deal with people who say things and they just stand on what it is that they say, if it hurts you or not. This is the Devil and the King of Swords here. There's some type of balance here that's coming to the forefront. Okay, there's some type of balance that is coming that is going to make you very, very happy. All right, this is being around people that are into giving and receiving. This is reciprocation overall. But what I'm getting with this is that there's a light being shown on your process and where you are in the space within this process. Yep, the Fool, the World, and the Queen of Swords. All right, so some of you may be relocating or you are deciding to redecorate here, but overall you're waiting for someone or something to come through. It's going to come through faster than what you thought. I also feel like there may be some 2 to 3 people that may be trying to dim your light, but I feel like overall you will be successful in moving forward. It may be a Queen of Cups here that is trying to argue or fight with you over a lover. Someone is coming through with some kind of they may come off as they're apologetic or what have you, but there's something for you to see under that apology. Now with that apology or whatever this is, when people, the thing about this voice activation, I feel like what comes with this is you being able to dismantle what's true and what's false. It's gonna be real, it's gonna be real quick, because I feel like you may even, with the throat, what is it, the ear, nose, and throat are strongly connected, right? And I really do feel as though there is something here to do with the way you are able to pick up the truth in the tone. You are able to pick up the truth, what part of the body it's coming from, because that says a lot about a person when you can pick up what part of the body what they are saying is coming from. Because if it's not coming from the heart, it's coming from somewhere else. And it's going to have a different vibration. That's what it is. So you're going to be picking up the vibration of where people are coming from and be able to speak to them, speak into them, right? You may even be able to say things to them that have them know that you know, without you having to just be brutally honest with them. It's a way that the tone of your voice or the way that you say things that will have the ground shaking. Okay, Pisces, what the fuck? All right, hold on. Mix some cards up. Don't start that. All right. Clarify this silence card. Some of you may even want to get out at night. You may be sitting out on your patio or what have you. Yep, 7 of Cups, 9 of Cups, 10 of Swords, and the Knight of Cups. All right. So with this 7 of Cups, I feel as though you're trying to see your way through some type of confusion. You're trying to see your way through to the other side of things here. What is it that you truly want? Going for what it is that you truly desire. And knowing that it can happen once you get over this hump, which is this 10 of Swords. It may have been a lot of back and forth with a number of people or one person in particular. It may even be that there are some things that happened out of nowhere that brought you back at peace. I feel like with this 10 of Swords and this Knight of Cups, something brought you back to a space of peace. Something brought you may have even began to see the beauty in the beast. It's not hard to do, right? I feel like you may be more compassionate with yourself as well as others, right? You're beginning to see things in a space where you know exactly where people are coming from and you let them be exactly where they are. Because with that Knight of Cups, this may even be that you just found a new joy or new happiness in life from whatever it is that you went through in silence, right? Whatever it is that they allowed you to see, somebody sitting on a lake, on a pier, but whatever it is that they allowed you to see, you were grateful for that. What is this projections card? The moon. Whatever. Okay, so with this projections card, the 7 of Cups and this moon card, I feel as though whatever decision that, all the opportunities that are available to you, it may not be a good time for you to make a decision until all of the details are released as well. Because what I'm getting here is that there's going to, if you keep a glimmer of hope, a glimmer of faith, it's just a glimmer of something. I always get a glimmer with that, but it's different this time. Because I feel though as though some of you may even have pain in your eyes. You may have pain that has been built up that is about to be released before they show you this other opportunity. There's something that needs to be released before you can get to the other side of this. There it is. The 2 of Wands and the Star card. Right when you thought that you were not progressing, that you didn't have a leg to stand on, boom, there it is, right? Because justice is served. Something is going to work out the way that it needs to. There's a collaborative force here. Some of you may have even been in a space where you had to give up a lot, release a lot in order to retrieve more. Death and rebirth. So you had to do something here. And I feel as though there is 1, 2, 3, 4 4 things that you had to face. Maybe it's 4 parts of your shadow side that you have to face within in the coming months. But overall, whatever this is, I feel like you're going to make it through it. Just go into this hermit mode. I feel like you're going to evade some drama, or you're going to evade, or I don't really want to say that. I'm not going to say that. But I feel like you're going to avoid something that could possibly be detrimental to you, right? Because you were very consistent in the way that you do things here. Some of you even have a protector that is very strong. You have someone possibly that lives in your home, or you may have a portal in your home that is very strong. And what I'm seeing here is that there is something on its way to you, and there may be a number of challenges for it to get to you. But when Judgment Day comes, you already know the vibes. They want you to not give up on yourself or other people. Be very diligent in what it is that you are doing and how you are doing it. And for those of you who may be singers or have something to do with speaking to people, if you have to take time out and take a break to heal, it's not the normal healing though. It's this type of healing. It's going into silence, retreating from everyone, and being okay with that until you this is the equivalent of when they are moving about when you are resting. They are moving about, they're fixing things and fine-tuning things, and it goes back to when, you know, on cartoons, when someone is getting ready for a date or something, and everybody's just, there's all these beautiful beings bringing in all the attire. The girl is just standing there, and they put a bow on her head. Okay, give her throw a jacket on her. She just, you know, slips into it. So I really do feel like this is a time for you to really take time out to be in silence. Take time out to allow all of this energy to go ahead and burn out. Try not to make certain decisions until there's some type of reveal that is coming. You'll know when something is definitive, and if it's just, you know, if it's for play or if it's for stay, right? So if you made it this far in the video, go ahead and drop something that has to do with your voice, whatever that means to you, because it can mean something different to a lot of people. So it can be the music notes, it can be a microphone, it can be that emoji that screams. That's one of my favorite emojis. Because it's like I said what I said for the people in the back.